At the age of 6, Trent auditioned for his first CMT show, Pocket Full of Rhymes, and more than 27 shows later, he's stopped counting. This past summer, Trent played the role of Troy Bolton in High School Musical 2. Trent's older sister, Kylie, tells us, "You'd think that the show would be cheerful, and it was. But during bet on it, I started tearing up, because I suddenly realized that this was the last time I was going to see Trent perform for a while. I could see how far he had come, and how much further he was going to go. This moment made me realize how theater has become ingrained in our lives. It's what makes us more than siblings. We're also best friends." Through CMT, Trent has learned life lessons, responsibility, respectfulness, and loyalty, to name a few. He confides, "I don't know where I would be if I hadn't taken that chance of auditioning, but I know if I hadn't, I wouldn't be as happy as I am today." Trent, there are many people in this room tonight who wouldn't be as happy either.
And, that's what we've all been waiting for. The Joshua Bryan Braun Award recipient of 2010 is Trent Von Graver.
Thank you so much. Sorry. I'd like to begin in saying that it's such an honor just to be nominated, let alone win. I'm so grateful with this award. I can't talk, sorry. And I'm honored to be recognized with the hundreds of kids who participate in CMTSJ shows each year. It is such a wonderful feeling to be sharing this with all the other brilliantly talented nominees, as well as past recipients of this award. This is where I've grown up, and I've learned so many things here. Responsibility, acceptance, respect, and loyalty are just a few of the things I've learned and value in my life today. I'm also very grateful of being thought of as a role model for younger participants in shows here. All the wise, thoughtful, and talented mentors I have had the privilege of working with really shaped me into the man I am becoming. Kevin, Shannon, Anne, Lindsay, Brittany, Megan, and Kikau are just a few of the people who have influenced me greatly ever since day one. I'd like to take this time to thank my parents for taking me to rehearsal each day and getting me checked in on time. Without their support, I couldn't pursue my dream of performing and would not be as happy as I am at this moment. I would also like to thank my sister, Kylie. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm standing today. I would not have even auditioned for a CMT production. To conclude, I cannot explain how terrific I'm feeling right now, and how thankful I am. Today, the Children's Musical Theater of San Jose recognizes 4 people who receive awards. But in my eyes, I believe that we are all, and we should be very proud of ourselves, for CMT truly is a remarkable place to be. Surrounded by a second family, I hope that I will continue to grow as a performer, individual, and young adult. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and a happy New Year in 2011.
Came to see CMT's production of Footloose at the age of 7, and she's been in love with musical theater ever since. By the age of 10, she had already experienced what would become her favorite CMT memory of all time. Before shows, Shannon herself would gather everyone at Director's Circle, and the tradition would begin. It goes a little something like this. Audience, why don't you help me out with this one? Ooh, I feel so good like I knew I would. Ooh, I feel so good. Shannon, Kylie would like you to know that for the rest of her career, she'll be carrying on that tradition with her own dance students, and she thinks you do. Here's what Kylie's brother, Trent, has to say about her. Kylie has been such an incredible role model and inspiration to me. There isn't anyone else I would want as a sister. Kylie is finishing out her first semester at Loyola University in Chicago, and we will all miss her here tonight. Nominees, would you please stand? For this year's John Knox Award nominee. And the 2010 John Ignacio Award goes to Kylie Brungrave.
Thank you so much. Words truly cannot cannot express how honored I feel to be receiving this award, how mind-blowing it is to be presented with an honor named after such a talented performer, choreographer, and overall individual, John Ignacio himself. Despite this being the third year I've been nominated for the John Ignacio Award, this is the first time I've ever written an acceptance speech, ... as well as the first time I won't be able to attend honors night. As much as this kills me inside, I suppose it makes sense, for the entirety of anyone's CMT experience is made up of firsts. My first show, Schoolhouse Rock Live, with Ian Leonard. My first solo, 6 insignificant words in the song Happiness from Your Good Man Charlie Brown, at the age of 8. My first Kevin show, Jekyll and Hyde. My first Summer Games, The Who's Tommy. The first time I realized I was in love with musical theater, sitting in the red velvety seats of the Montgomery in 2000, watching CMT's Footloose. The first time I went through the revelation that CMT is unlike any theater company, this fall, while away at college. Oh, sorry. For the past decade, I've been spoiled rotten by the entire CMT staff. They've stretched my abilities, challenged me every step of the way, indulged me in fantastic choreography, blocking vocals, sets, light design, and costumes, providing me with a loving community of performers, parents, and volunteers alike, and molded me into the focused, determined, passionate dancer and performer I am today. However, that's not to say that went unassisted. I'd be a complete and utter fool, to not say the least, to not at least mention the people who have carried me for these past 10 years and then some. My mother for taking me to see my first CMT show and unconditionally supporting me in my passion for dance, no matter what cost. My father for transporting me and actually enjoying his endless hours in the set shop. My brother Trent, or me rather, for always being by my side and when the cast came up and for congratulating or consoling me, whichever the situation called for. Despite the fact he'd just been cast as a leading role in the current Rising Stars production. I love you, Trent and Greg. My fellow John Ignacio nominees, Jason Recklau, Glenn De Los Santos, Declan Couch, Mandy McDonald, and Lauren Colvin. I've worked with every one of you multiple times since we were little Rising Stars, and I've witnessed all 5 of you grow into the incredible performers you are today. Needless to say, I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations. And an enormous thank you must go out to Shannon Self and Kevin Huntley, 2 of the most inspiring artistic staff I've ever met. I'm undeniably lucky to have worked with both of them so extensively. Thank you to my best friends, who have always been more confident in my abilities than I have, and who have convinced me to continue pursuing my passion. Thank you, CMT. I miss you all, and I love you all more than you. I love you all more than you know.